There comes a moment in your life when heaven disrupts the ordinary. A moment when everything you've walked through, every delay, every disappointment, every silent prayer suddenly makes sense. You may not see it yet, but there's a shift coming, and it's not random. It's not accidental. It's divine. You've cried long enough. You've waited in faith long enough. You've been overlooked, misunderstood, and underestimated, but you held on. And now God is about to do something that man can't take credit for. I want you to feel this in your bones today. The ground is about to move beneath your feet. Not because of your connections, not because of luck, but because God is shifting things in your favor. This is not hype. This is heaven's truth. There is a divine movement happening that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, but it's coming for you. You've been praying faithfully, walking silently, waiting patiently. You've been fighting battles nobody sees, crying tears nobody knows about, and still showing up. But what you didn't realize is that every step of obedience has been building pressure in the spiritual realm. And pressure always precedes a shift. Sometimes God doesn't shift the situation first. He shifts you. He rearranges your focus. He sharpens your faith. He breaks the pride. He deepens your hunger. Because when He shifts the external without shifting the internal, the blessing can crush you. But when the inside is ready, you don't just step into favor, you can carry it. You see, favor isn't just about open doors, it's about divine alignment. It's when heaven breathes on what would have otherwise been overlooked. It's when you walk into rooms you weren't invited to, and God says, they don't need to vote you in. I've already spoken. The truth is, favor is not always fair, and the shift will sometimes make people uncomfortable with your elevation. But don't let their discomfort make you dim your light. You've suffered, you've sown, you've sacrificed, and now it's your season to rise, not to boast, not to compete, but to glorify the one who lifted you. This favor isn't about status, it's about purpose. God is raising you to be a sign that He still moves mountains, still opens impossible doors, still makes a way where there was none. You don't owe people an explanation for your favor. What God is about to do will speak for itself. When the shift manifests, let your fruit be your defense. Stop explaining your calling to people who were never assigned to understand it. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Your favor will confuse the ones who thought you'd fail, and that's okay. Let them talk. Let them watch. Because the same God who watched you cry in private is about to crown you in public. You don't need another prophecy to believe. You need to stand on what God already told you. His word has never expired. His promises don't rot with time. If He said He would shift it, then trust. Even the delay is part of the design. Let me remind you, you don't serve a seasonal God. You serve a sovereign one. Seasons may change, but He never does. So while you've been focused on the clock, God's been working on the calendar. And His appointed time doesn't bend to pressure. It arrives when destiny demands it. There's someone listening right now. You've been trying to make sense of the silence. But listen, silence doesn't mean absence. Sometimes silence is strategy. God isn't ignoring you. He's setting a trap for your enemies. He's preparing a table in their presence. And when He flips it, everyone will know who favored you. Let's talk about Hannah. She wasn't loud, she wasn't noticed, but her silent prayers shook heaven. And when her shift came, it silenced her critics. What you birth in private obedience, God will display with public power. Don't despise the silence. It's where God does His best work. Favor isn't always pretty. It doesn't always feel good. In fact, sometimes it looks like rejection, like being passed over, like starting from scratch. But heaven calls it a redirection. God doesn't waste your wilderness. He uses it to prepare you for the place others thought you didn't belong. I want to challenge you today. Shift your language before the breakthrough. Speak like it's already done. Praise like the answer's already on the way. Prepare like the door's already opening. Because your words set the atmosphere for the shift. If you talk defeat, you'll invite delay. If you declare victory, you'll draw favor. Life and death are in your tongue. And in this season, your mouth must match your miracle. Declare it boldly. God is shifting things in my favor. Mephibosheth was the crippled grandson of King Saul, living in obscurity and shame. But one day, King David remembered his covenant with Jonathan and summoned Mephibosheth from hiding to show him favor. Though he felt unworthy, he was lifted from the shadows and seated at the king's table, not because of what he had done, but because of a promise. That's what divine favor does. It finds you, restores you, and gives you a seat you didn't earn. You may feel behind, but listen, God is not in a rush, but He's never late. He's been working on details you didn't even pray about. People are being moved. Systems are being shaken, hearts are being stirred, and when the moment hits, it'll feel like a suddenly, but heaven has been building it all along. This shift won't come through effort. It'll come through alignment. Stop trying to force what God is trying to finish. Let Him close the doors He never meant for you to walk through. Let Him tear down what wasn't built on His voice. Because the shift isn't just about increase, it's about intention. Don't be surprised when people start walking away. That's not rejection, it's pruning. When God is preparing to favor you, He simplifies your circle. Everyone can't go where He's taking you. The shift will cost you something, but what's ahead is worth everything you lost. And hear me. God is not intimidated by what's against you. His favor overrides resistance. You may be surrounded, but you're not stuck. You may be outnumbered, but you're not outmatched. The battle is not yours, it's God's. And He never enters a fight to lose. Some of you are about to see favor in places you were once denied. Emails will shift, reports will change, doors will open. Because when God breathes on a season, even dry places bloom. This is not the time to shrink back. It's time to stretch forward. There's a wind coming, not just a breeze of encouragement, but a violent wind of transformation. And when it hits, things will change overnight. Relationships, finances, purpose, strategy. Suddenly, it will make sense. Suddenly, the pain will have a purpose. Suddenly, favor will surround you like a shield. Let your posture match your promise. Don't just wait. Prepare, make room, clean house, cut the distractions. Because when the shift comes, it won't give you time to get ready. It'll come to those who are ready. This is your call to build with expectation. If it's been hard lately, that's a good sign. Because the enemy always intensifies right before the shift. He doesn't fight you for where you are. He fights you for where you're going. And that's why he's nervous. He knows what's coming. He knows favor is about to announce you. So here's your prophetic word. It's shifting. Not someday, not maybe. Now. This is the moment heaven has ordained. This is the hour God has prepared. And no devil in hell can stop what God has decided. The shift is in motion, and it's headed straight in your favor. So lift your head, wipe your tears, and fix your eyes on heaven. The shift is not coming, it's here. You're stepping out of what was and into what shall be. You're crossing over from delay into divine release, from sorrow into joy, from overlooked into appointed. God is not just turning things around, He's turning them in your favor. Walk boldly, stand firmly, praise wildly. Because what's about to happen in your life will not be small. It will be evidence that God still honors faith, still rewards obedience, and still shifts things in favor of those who trust Him. If this word stirred your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to know their shift is coming. Let your circle be reminded that God is still moving, still speaking, and still turning things around. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every message on this channel is designed to build your faith and keep you aligned with God's purpose for your life. Drop a comment below if you're believing for a shift, and declare it boldly: it's shifting in my favor. I'm standing with you, praying with you, and believing that your testimony is next.